Everybody, I found them! Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, but in yesterday's video, I went to a bunch of different Walmarts looking for the brand new Deluxe Moments. It's a bunch of different bands on stage, and I thought it'd be really cool to show off all of them to you guys, as well as add them to my collection. But when I finally found that Walmart, they had actually pulled them off the shelves because I believe they were out a little bit early. But the crazy thing is, as soon as I posted that video, a couple of you guys let me know that another Walmart near me actually got them in, so let's go find them! Alright everybody, we have made it to the Walmart. Fingers crossed they still have them. I grabbed a cart because I heard they're pretty big. It's good to be cautious. And just like that, everybody, here they are. And now I'm not going to go too into detail while we're at the store, but if you guys want to check it out, they've got the AC/DC, Metallica, Kiss, Run DMC, and then there should be, I think, one more. Oh, it's U2, and I can see it behind this one. I'm not gonna take it now. We'll check it out when we get back to the office. But I gotta say, though, these things are massive. Like, take a look at it. There's 4 characters inside. Crazy. Okay, so I've got them all loaded up, and I believe I have all 5 of them. Run DMC, U2, Metallica, AC/DC, and Kiss. Okay, yes. And if you guys are wondering, they are $70 here in Canada, which honestly, with the amount of detail that these guys have, I think it's worth it. And now, since we're here, we might as well check the normal pop section, too. And it seems like this is pretty much exactly what I saw yesterday. It makes sense. And now if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, they did start to get in these ones here in Canada, the New York Comic Con exclusives, and I think that might be the only one they have. It looks like it. And so I guess let's just get these guys and let's get back home. For anybody wondering, the total came out to $398. Ignore this. I wanted a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Now I understand you guys just saw them in the store, but seriously, these things are massive. And it's funny because as soon as I got home, I was grilled with questions. How much were they? Where are you gonna put them? I don't know, and I'll find a spot. And now I guess since this is the last one on the table, we might as well start with Metallica. Because seriously, it looks amazing. Like, take a look at this. I don't even have to bring it that close to the camera, and it's already covering the entire screen. And now before we go into detail with the characters, I wanted to grab 2 other of the cases that Funko's made in the past to compare some sizes. And so here is a normal pop album. Crazy how much smaller it is. Especially because when Funko first started creating these, I thought they were massive. And then the other one that I've got here is the Jurassic Park movie poster, and it's still a little bit taller, but if you turn it this way, they are pretty similar in size. Like, this is definitely a little bit wider, but if you turn it like this, are they the same height? No, it's a little bit longer. So it looks like the Deluxe Moments have the poster beat. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is the back of the box, because they really put a lot of detail into these, where you can see like the pop heads watching the show, as well as the ticket on the side here. I really enjoy that. And I also really enjoy how it's not the same head over and over again. It kind of changes a little bit. And so now I think the moment you guys have been waiting for, let's open this one up to see what it looks like. Oh, wow. Because I'll be honest, the one thing I'm really curious about is what the back side is going to look like on this, because it is kind of 3D. Okay, I guess that makes sense. And now taking a look at it, everybody, here it is seriously crazy. And then if you guys want to see what the back side looks like, you can see there's not like another piece behind it. It's got those bumps like for the actual 3D parts on the front. And now I guess, guys, let's take the wrap off. And oh, I just noticed now, they actually say like what it's from on the bottom, and I don't believe you could see that from the front. Like whatever text was on the bottom actually has like a strip across it. Oh, and this pains me to take that sticker off. Maybe I'll save them and put them on the box somewhere, because I really do like how they're iridescent. This is it with the wrap off, and I'm noticing there's a couple scuffs on the side here. They might be on the inside. Okay, yeah, that is a little bit annoying, because it looks like some of them are on the outside, which isn't a big deal, but then I think a few of them are on the inside. I guess I can't do much about it. Like, this is such a big piece of acrylic, you have to expect at least a few, and look at how amazing it is out of the box. And I honestly think this is the best way they could have done it, because it does still have the screws on the side, but because there is this kind of like light structure like you would normally see on top of a stage, it kind of takes away from that. But when it comes to something like this one here, and you look on the side, it is super visible and probably one of the most obvious things about this figure. So I really do think it's neat that they added this on the top and didn't just make it like a piece of paper. Now everybody, let's get into Run DMC. And this one here has the least amount of figures out of all of them, and it makes sense because this is all that was in the band, but still, they're the exact same price. For some of the characters you get 5, so that's probably a good deal, but then for these ones here you get 3, so I still really enjoy this one. It's just too bad they're the exact same price. So I was thinking with this one here, maybe they could have added like actual 3D speakers on the left and the right instead of just kind of like the cutouts on the back, but still, I really enjoy it. And so right away, guys, let's take the wrap off to see what this looks like, because I already showed you all of the details with Metallica. We don't have to do it again. Here it is. Oh my gosh. And here's the thing, even though it has less characters, this one here is probably one of my favorites. I don't know, I really enjoy how it looks. And if you guys want to take a bit of a closer look at it, I mean, seriously, this thing is amazing, and I like how it says Run DMC in concert on the bottom. And now, because it is kind of hollow on the bottom side, I'm wondering if you can like stack these on top of each other. I want to try that, because that would make it a lot easier when displaying. I mean, they're the exact same width, so that's not bad, but it's not really fitting in too snug. So if you're thinking of doing that, I would be cautious. And also, I'm not noticing any hangers on the back, probably because of how big these things are. So Funko probably wants you to make them as more of a desk display rather than a wall, which totally makes sense. Now, everyone, let's get into AC/DC. And I didn't show you the backside of the Run DMC one because they're all pretty much exactly the same. But if you guys want to see this one here, they do add small differences like the gears on the side, and it really does show you what the concert looks like in the back. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to the 3 versus 5, because they are $70 here in Canada. This is definitely getting your money's worth. And also, I do want to mention that I don't believe any of these guys besides Angus Young have been created, or if they have, they're completely different sculpts for this. Which I've got to say I really enjoy, because the U2 one is actually the exact same characters as the ones that just released this year, so it is pretty similar, but also the backdrop probably looks the best on that one out of all of them, so I'll give it a pass, but still, it would have been cool if they made them just like slightly different. But anyways, we're not talking about that one right now, we're talking about AC/DC, and if you guys want to see what it looks like, again, a little bit closer up, like seriously, this thing is amazing, and also 5 characters looks way, way better than 3, but then again, like I said, when it comes to Run DMC, you can't just add more people. I don't know, I'll stop talking about it, but I really do enjoy how the 5 fits across perfectly. It looks pretty clean. And now, everybody, let's get into U2. Another really great one, especially because they added the cars on the back. I love how that looks. And it's pretty funny because on my way home from Walmart, I was listening to one of those like Christmas radio stations, and one U2 song came on. I don't remember which one it was, but I just found it funny that they popped on in general, and they probably do all the time, but because I had just bought this, it kind of like, I don't know, it reminded me. And it's also really cool with this one because they added the Zoo TV Tour 1993 to it. So it's really specific when it comes to this one here. And I believe this is also probably their most popular tour. I would think so. I'm not 100% caught up with U2, but I do have to say this thing looks amazing, especially the cars in the background and how they're actually there and not just 2D pieces. And also something kind of unique about this one is this is the only one where you can actually see characters on like a Jumbotron or like a big screen in the background. And they actually have them in 3 different spots on both sides and then in the middle here too. And then everyone, last but not least, we have the Alive tour in 1978 for Kiss. Come on. And so everybody, here it is. Wow. Okay, now I feel like with this one, and I'm not 100% sure on this, someone's gonna have to fact check me in the comments, are these characters the exact same ones that we got separately? Because to me, they look a little bit different. And I'll be honest, I haven't looked at the Kiss characters in a while, so I could be going crazy, but there's something about one of them, or maybe most of them, being a little bit more shirtless than I remember. And well, guys, there you go. That is all of the deluxe moments that I was able to get, actually every single one of them for the concerts. And now I do have to say that if you guys are a huge Rocks fan, or if you know somebody that's a big rock fan, these are definitely the way to go, especially if they really enjoy that one band. The one thing that did bum me out a little bit is that the drummers didn't actually come with their drums. If they had a drum set, they would kind of just like mold it into the background. It would have been really cool to see it 3D in front of them. But other than that, they seriously turned out amazing, and I'm hoping that Funko does more of these in the future. I would love to see what they come up with. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow.